Good. Welcome back to the world famous, the little known Dutch and Denver podcast. I am Dutch and I am in or around Denver. And this is my podcast. This is where for an hour or so every week or a couple times a week, I yell about shit. And it's really taken a negative turn. Like there's nothing happy to talk about for the last every podcast I've ever done. Someone's been happy, maybe, I don't know. But this week's gonna be just as fucking bad. Like there's 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 a few things to look up about. Like Canada, still, man. Canada has more of a spine than America does. What those truckers are doing is awesome. I love it. GoFundMe can go fuck themselves because I don't know if you've followed this with like the Canadian truckers raised a fuckload, like $10 million on GoFundMe, and GoFundMe was like, nah, we have to cut you off. But yet they support like burning down buildings and destroying property and all that shit. And the truckers aren't actually doing that. That's just a lie by Trudeau and the Canadian government. So yeah, like I don't have a ton to say about this because it's incredibly shocking that currently Canadian truckers have more of a spine than the entire population of the United States. Like, I mean, think about this. We fought a revolutionary war, and we had like everybody who thinks that like the whole country and all of the little brain fart here. The colonies, goddamn it. All right, now I'm focused. If everyone who thinks that like the entire young United States and all the colonies were behind this revolution, you're wrong. There was like 20%, which is like, fuck it, we're not doing this anymore. Let's go fight a war. 20% stood up and got it done. Okay? So yeah, I mean, it's not revolutionary yet. But currently, Canada has more of a spine than anyone in the United States. And it's fucking pathetic. And if you're a United States citizen, you should be goddamn ashamed of yourself. Because you're still wearing your mask like a good little bitch. And it's just, I mean, it's crumbling. So I'm not super, yeah, I'm still super pissed. But it's crumbling because the Dems are starting to fall apart. You know, that fat, sweaty piece of crap, Stacey Abrams, is that her name? Yeah, got caught without a mask, and people are pissed, and she's defending it like, I had a mask on most of the time except for pictures, and it turns out, well, she didn't, because they're all pictures, and and then other elites, and it's crumbling, but we're not yet at the point where Canada is, which is pathetic. The United States should be the forefront of freedom, and we're like, I don't know, 157th in line. I don't know how many countries there are, but yeah, we still have psychotic people like, where your get your back, and nobody's doing anything about it. I mean, people are slowly, like I said, there's been some walkouts in schools where students like, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore. Good. But not enough people are like, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore. I mean, I've never done this. I've always said, fuck this, I'm not doing this. But I'm one lowly guy in Denver, so it hasn't mattered at all because everybody else is still like, yeah, well, you gotta be safe and get your saline shot and your booster saline shot and your mask and I'm just a little bitch. Okay, yeah, so bravo to Canada. Fuck GoFundMe. If you donated to that, you should get your money back. You probably won't. But I'm sorry. You just gotta, again, like if you didn't see that coming, also, I think you're stupid. Um, because yeah, I mean, everybody knew that this was gonna happen. Like they're not gonna let these people protest this, or okay, they're gonna make it as difficult as humanly possible. Like the cops are, stealing fuel, and they're stealing it. Okay, they're stealing fuel, they're stealing food, they're stealing all this stuff in the name of safety. Um, GoFundMe is supporting the nonsense, not the truckers, but the nonsense. And the governor, mayor, whatever, that asshole is up there like, yeah, you can't honk your horn after 10 because you're keeping the city up. That's the fucking point, nerd. And GoFundMe, what happened when BLM was burning cities down all through the night? You were all go fund me for that, but this, no, can't do. So yeah, I mean, again, it's fucking stupid. If you didn't see this coming, I can't help you because you're retarded and you're also part of the problem. Because also the psychos who are still enforcing this stuff, huge problem. The idiots who don't see their next move, equal problem. And I've run out of fucking energy for this. Like I'm just gonna do me because I don't think anybody else is gonna do it. Or I'm not going to get any backing when I do something drastic. And I don't mean drastic like crazy, but just, if somebody was like, fuck you, I'm not doing this anymore, they'd be like, okay, well, see you later. Mm. We're going to skip around a little bit tonight. Amazon. We got to talk about Amazon. Okay. And we're not going to talk about how Amazon controls the world and blah, blah, blah. And Bezos is an asshole tearing bridges down to get his goddamn yacht through Amsterdam or where the fuck it's at. We're talking about like simple everyday Amazon stuff. All right. I still order things through Amazon because sometimes I don't want to go to the store. Or I can't find what I need through the store and Amazon's got it and they're like, it'll be here tomorrow. Good. And I pay for Prime because some of the shows aren't bad and other people I know that share my account like the shows. And I like that next day shipping or same day shipping or 2 day shipping and all that. Where my problem lies though is that it's not actually same day or next day. Because if you claim it's same day shipping and it shows up at fucking 11 o'clock at night, yes, technically it is same day. But it's completely fucking useless to me because I've been asleep for 2.5 hours. So just bring it to me the next day. That's fine. And if I order it yesterday and you tell me it'll be there that day, between like 11 and 2, awesome. I can deal with that because that gives me the afternoon to use the product they ordered to continue with, let's say, my hobby. But let's be clear about something. Amazon. When I order something, a couple days ago or last night or a couple days before that, and you say, yep, it'll be there Tuesday, February 8th between like 11 and 2. Fine. Then I see that Amazon truck outside my residence, and you have to understand I live on the corner, so I have like the house faces west, but the property line also there's a north side to it that's road. Okay, that cars can go on, and that's what's important in this argument. Um, and you say, hey, yeah, it'll be there between 11 and 2. Fine. I know it's not because I know where Amazon doesn't show up to about 3:30 or 4:15. Got it. But when I randomly just check the app and they're like, hey, he's one stop away, and they show me the GPS where he is, and he's at the neighbor's house, and he's just gotta drive forward a little bit and drop off my shit. But he goes past my house, takes a right, and he parks along the street that is on the north side of my house. And we have acreage, so the street, borders two sides of the property. And he just parks in the middle of that street and doesn't move for a while, and then finally moves. And he's past my house, and then parked next to my house, and didn't deliver my package when he was one stop away. And then when you check the app like a couple hours later, it's like, oh, don't worry, it'll be there by 2 still. It doesn't show up. And then, oh, well, it'll be there by 4, and then doesn't show up. And then it's like, well, it'll be there by 10. That's fucking stupid. Let's see if it still says by 10. Yeah, it's still tonight by 10. Okay, so the vehicle was actually here and just didn't bother to deliver it. Oh, but Dutch, maybe your stuff wasn't on that vehicle. Okay, well, that's a logistics problem. Why did you not load it on that vehicle, man? You're fucking Amazon. You can't be that stupid. You send 2 Amazon vehicles into our neighborhood, and like, we don't have a big neighborhood. This isn't like houses on top of each other. We have land in between. So you can probably fit all the shit on one Amazon truck. Well, maybe it wasn't on. Okay, so Amazon lied to me. Which is it? Like, it's either incompetence logistically or they lied. Which, again, this isn't like dire shit that I needed. But it's like a principle at this point. And then on top of it, Amazon Prime wants to raise their like subscription price. What the fuck for? I mean, I could logistically plan this shit out better than you can, apparently. What do you need more money for? And this was all stuff sent from like Amazon, like ordered from Amazon, fulfilled by Amazon. So they had the stuff in their warehouse. And I mean, again, if you guys don't know how Amazon works, like people who sell stuff on Amazon do not get like the full price. They get like 30%. Amazon takes the other 70. And they take it in like delivery fees and storage fees to store a certain amount of product at their warehouse, but then your product can be shipped that day, next day, and so forth, so you get it and people buy it. Okay, it's a very complex system, but it works sometimes. But what I'm saying is, like, again, the Amazon truck literally drove by the fucking house and did not drop off what they were supposed to drop off. And if it wasn't loaded on the truck, that's a logistical problem that Amazon has. And then the app says they're one stop away, which they actually weren't. So you either fucking lied to me or you have moronic drivers. Which is it, Amazon? Or your logistics is completely useless. Which is it? I just want that answer. And you'll never give it to me because I tweeted you and the moron that works at Amazon. And yeah, I'm going to say moron just because. Let me find it real quick. But this poor person's just behind a computer and is like, hello, we understand your concern. No, you don't. Our goal is to deliver by the date you play blah, 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 confirmation. Please keep us updated on this order and let us know if it doesn't arrive at the expected delivery date. We want to ensure it reaches you. No, you don't. You don't care about any of this. Okay. And it says it's from Ebony. I doubt that's from anyone but some stupid AI. But what I don't understand is, again, like, if you drive by the house, you should probably have that shit loaded on that house. I mean, that would make sense to me. UPS is pretty good at that. And I know Amazon is just like taken over, and they used to be good. Like, if they said it was going to be there between 11 and 2 on a Monday, it was there between 11 and 2 on a Monday. But now it's, maybe it'll be there by 11 and 2, and then it's not, and then by 4, and then it's not, and then by 6, and then it's not, and then it's by 10, and then it's not, and they're like, oh, but we're sorry. No, you're not. You guys are fucking assholes. They're taking advantage of people who pay a subscription. I pay a subscription. I want my shit when it says it's going to be there. And if you have supply chain issues or whatever, fine. But don't fucking tell me it's going to be there when it's not, because I can wait. as long as it takes to an extent. I mean, I'm not going to wait a month. But when you say it's going to be there, it needs to be there. You're fucking Amazon. Get your shit together. That's my rant. And people are like, oh, first world problem. Yeah, first world fucking problems, man. I don't care about third world problems. I'm done with that. So yeah, Amazon, fuck yourselves. This won't be the last for me, I promise. I'm going to make this much... I'm going to be irritable and then even not pay your higher because I'm done with Amazon. Walmart's 2 days just as good. It costs less. And at least when Walmart's like, hey man, it'll be there in 2 days. It's there in 2 days. Because again, theoretically, let's say I ordered something yesterday and Walmart and Amazon's like, it'll be there tomorrow. Well, if you deliver it at 10 or 11 o'clock, it's not actually there because, again, I've been asleep. So I'll get it the next day, which that's 2 days shipping. It's not next day, it's 2 days shipping, asshole. You delivered at 11:59. Technically, yeah, but not really. Okay? Let's give in usable goddamn hours. When I haven't had cocktails and now the intricate piece of machinery you're delivering, I'm gonna fuck up because I've been drinking. Yeah, it's stupid. But when Walmart's like, yeah, 2 day shipping, 2 day shipping before noon. So on the second day, yeah, you get it when you should, and then when it's still usable that day. So yeah, fuck you, Amazon, and your raised prices because Walmart Prime or Plus, whatever the fuck it's called, is not as much as Amazon Prime. But you can watch our shows. Your shows are getting suckier and suckier, let me tell you. And now we come to the annual rant about, you guessed it, you're my favorite. Black History Month. God damn it. Frankly, I don't care about Black History Month. I don't agree or disagree with it. I just don't give a shit. Black people are what, 20, 30, 40, maybe? No, they're 20 or 30% of the population. Where my argument comes is that, again, and this is going to be short and just glazing over this. Okay. First of all, saying Black history is American history, fine. You don't get your own month, dipshit. American history, all, yeah, teach it all in schools. Okay? But to name it all about white supremacy, yeah, you can fuck off of that too. To indoctrinate and bombard me with black crap for a month, I don't care. If Black history is American history, fine. Forfeit your month and just integrate it into the learning system. And I mean, partially integrate it. Because, let's face it, the proportional amount of black people involved in pinnacle points of American history is limited. And that's because your population was limited. And your say and stance was limited. But to go back and be like, fuck that, it's all racist, goddammit, and, blah, blah, blah. No, that's dumb. And I'm not doing it. And I don't care. There was a little ad for a show on Showtime, which who the fuck still watches Showtime? But the first part was like, if you're white, trigger warning. And the first thing is you have if you want to send your hate mail, send it. But here it is. You have an uneducated, dumb black woman up there who's like, they is doing, no, man. First of all, they are, or whatever, like subject verb agreement. That's not ebonics. That's just not being stupid. And that's not your culture or anything like that. Because you don't have a cultural language. And if you do, Swahilis and whatever, they have subject verb agreement too. I promise you. So part of black culture is not idiotically speaking English. and then it turns me off right away. And they're like, it's about white supremacy. It's not. There's literally no such thing as that anymore. Oh yes, there's no, there's not. I'm sorry. Quit crying victim. Just quit doing stupid shit. You're not a victim. Affirmative action is literally place you. Jesus Christ, we have the president of the United States who's up there saying we're gonna put a black woman on the Supreme Court for fucking no reason. Qualified or not, it's going. It's going down. Is black people seriously? Is that what you want your legacy to be? I mean, you talk about Black history is American history. Do we want to talk about all the black people that were just given prominent positions based upon the color of their skin? Martin Luther, I'm no fucking expert on him, but I'm pretty sure he said he wants people to be judged by the content of their character and not by the color of their skin. So again, if we all just go with Dutch's idea and we get rid of those adjectives like black, white, Asian, blah, 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 and we just, go on merit as a meritocracy, it seems like Martin Luther would be a little more on board with that. Right? Oh, but system, no, there, again, that's another lie. There's no such thing as systematic racism. And if you believe that, you're stupid. There are no systems in this country that are inherently racist. And if you can name one, I'll give you $1 million. But you actually have to name one. You can't just say, well, there's actually systems in this country that eliminate that. It's called affirmative action. Like we have to hire a certain amount of black, brown, purple, green, yellow, dog, cat, chicken, monkey, woman, man. No, man. I'm sorry. Man's out of woman. Okay, that's affirmative action. There's no system in place that is inherently racist. There's absolutely no system in the United States of America that says black people can't. Brown people can't. Now, you might think it's that way, but it's not. There's no law in the book that says black people can't. Brown people can't. Women can't. Nope. I mean, there should be laws that say women can't go in the men. Actually, no. Shouldn't be a law that says women can't go in the men's bathroom. There shouldn't be a law that says men can't go in a women's bathroom. You just fucking shouldn't go in the women's bathroom, goddammit. If you're a dude with a dick, don't go in the women's bathroom. If you're a chick with a vagina, don't go in the men's bathroom. That's fucking weird. And don't do it. But again, systematic racism, or systemic, as they call it, doesn't exist. There's no system in this country that is racist. There's no law that specifies race or anything like that. It doesn't exist. You're making it up. But that's what you do. You make things up to call attention to yourself, and that's the problem that I have. That is truly the issue that I have, is that the old saying, you can't beat him, you might as well join him. So just join him. This is the United States of America. We don't speak in Ebonics. We don't do dumb things. We don't, So don't. Just jump in line, man. Like, I mean, I'm always one to go against the grain, but at a certain point, you have to jump in line on some things. So jump in line. You're not special. You're not different. You're not, the color of your skin doesn't define you. Oh, wait a minute. Does it or doesn't it? Because you need to either pick one or the other, goddammit. The color of your skin either defines you or it doesn't. And if it does, then you're just as racist as the rest of everyone you claim that's racist. It shouldn't fucking matter. That's what I'm saying. The color of your skin doesn't matter one single fucking bit. Your actions do. And when you make a documentary on Showtime, the garbage disposal of the world, by the way, and you get up there and you say dumb stuff like he is, they are, or no, I'm sorry. He are, they is. No, man, that's like the basics of fucking English. Subject verb agreement. You lost me. When you blame it on white supremacy, you lost me. Because if race didn't matter, there'd be no such thing as white supremacy. And I know people are like, that's just ignorant. Yeah, to an extent. Because if white people did the same thing and be like, okay, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. I want you all to get in a line and give me your resume, like hypothetically, okay? And we're just gonna blind resume, and you're gonna be candidate A, you're gonna be candidate B, C, D, and go down. You're gonna have letters or numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll never actually meet you. I'm just gonna read your resume, and I'm gonna hire you based upon that. Fine. The best qualified person for the job will win it. They'll make it. Boom, done, settled. That's it. Think about that. If you just never were like, I'm African American. No, you're not. You're an American. It's fine. Doesn't fucking matter. Shut up. Well, nope. None of it matters. It's okay. Are you the most qualified for the current position we're offering? Well, the position is African American. Nope. There should not be African American liaison to the community. There should not be white liaison to the community. There should not be any of that. Let's see. Burger flipper. It doesn't matter. How good are you at flipping burgers? I'm really good. Okay, I don't fucking care what color you are. Flip some burgers, God damn it. Because again, NFL, perfect example. A lot more black than white. Nobody gives a shit because they're better at football than white people. It's okay, man. The Latinos, all that shit are way better at baseball than white folks. Nobody cares. White folks are way better at hockey. People are starting to care, and it's stupid. It doesn't matter. Just get the best person for the job. It's not that hard. Damn it. I want the best heart surgeon. I don't care what fucking color you are. And it just so happens you're RTD 7.5. You're a robot. Give me the robot. I don't care. I don't want diversity quotas. I just want the best. And if black people are the best at football, do better, white people, at football. And if white people are best at being doctors, do better, black people, at being doctors. This isn't hard. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta respond to this real quick. Alrighty then. Let's talk about someone. Joe Rogan is getting canceled and he's apologizing again. I don't give a shit. This is dumb at this point. Biden is giving out crack pipes. Don't believe me? It's actually true. Go ahead. Look it up. Let's talk about the Olympics. I don't watch. I'm not watching any of it. I don't fucking care. Again, this year is just as dumb as last. But let's start here. A bunch of the athletes are complaining that China is not treating them well. Like the food's bad, the housing, the lodging. No shit. It's fucking China. What did you expect? Did you really think they were going to roll out the red carpet for you and you were going to get treated like an Olympic athlete? It's fucking China. Of course you weren't. So, again, part of me is like, I don't fucking care. Like, no shit. China is a horrible communist whack job country. And the fact that you're getting treated poorly over there, duh. Well, it's a once in a life. No, man. A once in a lifetime opportunity is your chance to stand up and say, you know what? The countries of the world, we're not going to the Olympics in China. Fuck them. That would be the thing to do. You know, you got athletes complaining like, well, when I landed, I was tested and I got tested positive for COVID and I got swept away to some Chinese quarantine camp and it was horrible. And then, like, yeah, it's fucking China. Like, again, I mean, it's like, you know, if the Olympics were in North Korea and they, you know, people show up and like, God damn it, this place is a shithole. They start crying about it. Duh. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Have you just turned a blind eye to China being a shithole? I mean, the tennis player who doesn't exist anymore, or has retracted her statement or whatever, fucking duh. So shut the hell up. Either don't go or suck it up. And people will be like, oh, Dutch, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You're the Olympics. You're representing your country, blah, blah, blah. No, man. At a certain point, you want to represent your country, stay the fuck home and speak out and say, hey, man, I'm an American or an Australian or a Frenchman or an Englishman or a German or a Belgian or a Canadian and I'm not going to the Olympics in China because I'm standing up for my country because these are a bunch of commie fucks who are our enemy. This isn't bringing the world together. It's driving it further apart. And that brings me to another point. Jesus Christ. Has anyone figured out or heard about this? I don't even know what to call her. She's an Olympic skier, and her last name I think is Gu. Let's start with born and raised in California. Enough said. Okay, the rest of the story will explain itself. But yeah, she's born and raised in America. Mom's Chinese, dad's white. Doesn't matter. But born and raised in America. Reaped all the benefits of America, but apparently spent 25% of her time in China. 25 still not exactly all of your time. Born in America, United States citizen. Boom, done. No question about it. Okay. She's a good skier. She's real smart too. Graduated high school in like 2-3 years. She's kind of hot. Not gonna lie. Very good looking. Doesn't matter. Born in America, U.S. citizen. When she's 16, so 2 fucking years ago, she decides that, hey, I am going to represent China in the Olympics. So that's the point where you pack her ass up and send her to fucking China, and she's now a Chinese citizen. What about dual citizenship? Nope. So what you're missing is China doesn't recognize dual citizenship. And the Olympics specifies that for you to participate in the Olympics for a specific country, you have to be a citizen of that country. And this chick keeps dodging the question, like, where does your citizenship lie? And I'm assuming if everyone's following the rules, which I doubt they are, but they might be, she has renounced her United States citizenship and she's a Chinese citizen. Fucking fine. You're no longer welcome back in our country though. Because China, and I don't care what you think or anything like that, is our enemy. They're not our ally. They are our enemy. China is an enemy of the United States of America, as far as I'm concerned right now. So if you would like to renounce your United States citizenship and get a Chinese citizenship and participate for them in the Olympics, fine. I harbor you no ill will. But you made your bed and you have to line it. You're a Chinese citizen. You stay your ass in China. Unless you want to get a visa, you come over here, but you're still a Chinese citizen. And her little speech about I want to bring the world together and blah, 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 don't fucking care. And yeah, when she did this, allegedly or whatever, 16-year-old girl, maybe not that smart, not that she was a girl, that she was 16. You know, maybe a bad decision. Now she's 18, still probably a bad decision. But, you know, if she's getting pressure from her family or the Chinese government or whoever, fine, I'm sorry, things don't go the way you thought they would. Get the fuck out. And people are like, oh, Dutch other athletes. Yeah, some athletes have done this, but it's usually for like two or three main reasons. And let's say two. 2A would be you're not good enough to make your naturalized, not naturalized, that's the wrong word, your birth country's team. Okay? So, like, if you were born in America and you're not good enough to make the American team, you renounce your American citizenship and you go to Argentina to join their team. And you're an Argentine citizen. Okay? I don't agree with it, but fine. I think getting rid of your United States citizenship is probably the stupidest thing any person on this planet could do. But that's your choice. So that's one reason people do it. There's another guy who did it, and he was, I don't know, Hungary, maybe. Was part of the USSR, and he represented them the first time around, and then he was out on vacation or shit or who knows, and then it turns out that the USSR was a horrible fucking place to be, and he renounced his citizenship, went to America, and he rowed for America. Rowed, like rowing. Also totally acceptable. Renounced his Turkish, and the country might be wrong, but renounced his USSR citizenship, became an American citizen, played for us. Fine. But to be very good and be possibly the American team, and then renounce, not answer the question, well, we don't know that she renounced. So either she's breaking the rules or she did renounce and we just don't care because Joe Biden's China's fucking puppet. It's all very odd and it doesn't sit right with me. Okay, and that's the point I'm making is it doesn't sit right. This just seems like uh, a dumb kid making a dumb choice from pressures from a bunch of commie sons of bitches. Because that's what China is. And I'm sorry, I won't hold back on that. Fuck China. Those guys are horrible goddamn people. And I don't mean Chinese citizens, I mean their government. They are commies to the core who are creating genocide, and they are a scumbag government. And to pledge allegiance to them, as far as I'm concerned, if you leave here for them, fuck you. Like, I'm sorry, but you might be a dumb kid, but you should have parents or somebody around you that's like, hey, this is a bad choice. If your parents say it's a good choice, then fuck your parents too. They can move with you. Yeah, this is different. Like, if you defect to Canada to represent the Canadian ski team, it's not that bad. They're not like a scumbag country who's, trying to wipe, um, a race or people off the face of the planet. They're not actively engaging in genocide, which the Chinese are. Okay, they're not actively engaging in the strictest censorship in the world. They didn't actively introduce the coronavirus to the world. They're not pieces of shit, is my point. So for you to go from the greatest country in the world to one of the shittiest, yeah, fuck you. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. That's my opinion on that. And fuck her and fuck her family. And I'm out. I'm done. I don't care. This is dumb. Jesus, get out of here. And it's not bringing the world together because you can't bring the world together. That'd be like saying, back in the 40 or 39, it's like, hey, my dad's German and my mom's American, and I'm gonna go ski for the Nazis because it's about sport and let's bring people together. No, fuck you. Jesus. Okay. Two more things. And this will be a little bit more niche to Colorado. So in Colorado, we have Douglas County. and it was specifically the Douglas County School Board. In the last election, they got rid of all the crazy liberals and got rid of some. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. They got rid of the crazy liberals and they elected a majority conservative school board. Okay. Um, the teachers union, who doesn't have a collective bargaining, does not have a collective bargaining agreement in Douglas County, is fucking pissed because they don't have any power. And I'm not going to show the videos and the sound on here because from what I hear from actual talk show hosts, those videos are getting taken down and blah 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 because of the most obscure shit you've ever heard in your life. Okay? But what's actually happening is the new school board wants to get rid of the superintendent who fucking sucks at his job. And they're also not going to let the teachers union get a foothold back in Dougco because they used to, but they didn't any longer, and they want back in because as the video shows, and you can look this up. Again, I won't post it because I don't want my stuff taken down because I have so little say. But there's a meeting where one of the teachers, and there's two parts to this meeting. One of the teachers is saying, okay, they're calling for a walkout. Like they want the teachers to walk out and not go to work that day. Why you ask is what I'll get to. But in this meeting, one of the teachers in this meeting says, well, I don't really want to do that because my students are already behind because of COVID. And the union rep or leader, or whatever, is like, that's okay if no one shows up and no one will go to school today and they'll all be behind. Think about that. That is the thought of the unions, the educational unions in this country, is they 100% do not care about the students at all, which is what they all should care about no matter what. And she blatantly says, who fucking cares? They'll all be behind. So they're all going to be stupider. It doesn't matter. And this is the kicker. It's about getting power back. And that's a direct quote. All they want is the power back. The power over everything. And again, they do not care about the children. And I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have kids. Yeah, I don't have kids. So I clearly don't have kids in public school. But they're forming the future of this country. And so I do have a dog in this fight. But the union only sees it as a way to get power back. That's all they care about. They don't care if your kid is behind or they want the power. And she says, what are they going to do? Fire me? Another problem. If I don't show up for work, I get fucking fired, like every other job in this world, except if you're a teacher or some other union back shit. If you don't show up for work, you're fucking fired. I'm sorry, that's the way it should be. Okay, so it gets worse. They stage this teacher walkout. The next night or the following 2 nights or whatever, the board meets and they at a public forum and they vote to get rid of the current superintendent who is a hack. Now the liberals cry foul with sunshine laws and stuff, which is kind of like you can't secretly meet to get rid of this guy. You got to do it all publicly, which they did. So they're lying. And there's this equality bullshit, which they didn't do, but the liberals say they did. They're also lying because that's what these people do. They lie. And I defy you to find a single Republican who is like, okay, the sky is fucking green. And then later says, actually, it's blue. because that's what we've done with COVID. The liberals lied about that for 2 fucking years, and now they're backtracking on it. And this isn't about COVID, so I'll digress. But find it for me, and I'll fucking challenge you to this. But they're saying that they did it, and they didn't. So they get rid of the superintendent. And then you have some asshole adult on Facebook who puts together a student walkout. When they say it was grassroots and organic, they also say the other thing was grassroots and organic, but it actually has been planned since the new board was elected, and they've all proven that. These people are the scum of the earth, and the teachers who support this are just as culpable. Your job is to teach children. Get your ass in the classroom and fucking teach them. Mask, no mask, it doesn't matter. Get your ass to work. So this adult puts up a Facebook thing that, you know, gets all these students to do it, and some of them do it, and the superintendent is still out. But everyone is crying foul, and the news media in Denver, Colorado is blatantly lying about what is happening in this, and people are believing it. Like Tay, our favorite Denver guy, is like, this guy's a moron. And if I could find the actual tweet, I would, but I can't right now, so I will paraphrase. He says something to the effect that people didn't like the way the school board was working, so they elected conservative school board, and they didn't like the liberal superintendent, so they voted his ass out. And Tay says, hey man, that is not how this country works, or this democracy, whatever you want to call it. Tay, I have some horrible news for you, but that's exactly how this fucking works. That is exactly how this country works. If you do not like the way things are going, you elect new people who will vote the other people the fuck out, and you get it on going. It's just insane to me. And this is what people on the left believe. And that's why I have no respect for any of you, because you're dumb. Your God is the government. That is your whole defining piece of your life, is the Democratic Party. Big D. And it's pathetic and it's insane. Like, you people are fucking crazy. I'm not the conspiracy theorist here. You are. I'm not the one trying to revamp this entire country into communism. You are. And you can't have a logical argument other than you're a racist. Speaking of that, yeah. So Mandy Connell, I like her. She has a talk show. There was this picture on Twitter, and this one I actually will share, because there's nothing I don't think anyone can get in trouble for. But let's see. I gotta find like all of it. Okay. Yeah. All right. This will be fine. We'll do a screen share. Okay. So this is the tweet. And this is from, I don't know, Chad Felix Green. Who the fuck is that? I don't know. What is solo poly? I can't even right there. Solo, I think, means like one or alone, and poly means like many fucking. So this is a list of what solo poly is, and it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Okay. It's out of this world nuts. But what's funny to me is and this is Mandy's words, the pirate. But Mandy only noticed the peg leg here. Okay. I'm more concerned about the giant dick in their pants and the small. I can't right now. This is the left. These are these people. Like, it's crazy to me. Okay, look, again, you guys know I love boobs, right? I like big boobs. Okay, that's one thing they have I don't. If my, that's gonna be a sad way to end this chat, but if my dick was half as big as the tits of the girls I've dated, this would be, I'd be a king amongst boys. But this is the insanity of the left. Like, look at this picture. Why does the solo poly person have a giant dick and small tits and a fucking peg leg? My response was kind of funny though, because if you guys can't read this already, Manny says, "Why did they use a pirate in this graphic?" And my response, I think very woke, is Mandy, that's a trans solo poly pirate. Simply labeling him, her, they, matey, scallywag as pirate is racist. I expected better. Love the show because I do love her show. She's a very good show. Okay. But yeah, that's where we're at with the left, and it's incredibly insane, and I don't know what to do about it. I hope you guys stand up a little bit better and just fight back. But hey, you may not, you may, who knows? Uh, so after that, I wish my dick was as big as her tits. That'll be, I can't title it as that, but that should be the title. Actually, I think it will be the title. Let me write that down. If my dick was as big as her tits. Yeah. Okay, perfect. It'll probably get banned to take down. If my dick was as big as her. Okay, perfect. I tell you what, let's wrap this up. I appreciate everyone who listens tonight. And in the future, follow the socials. They're at the top at Dutch in Denver. No I on Twitter. At Dutch in Denver with an I everywhere else. At Dutch the Beast. Facebook, Spotify. Maybe. I don't know if we're banned yet. Facebook, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, YouTube, everywhere you get podcasts. It's there. I stream games too. And until next time, as always, bye.